table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're off and running from Western New York. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Throwing on second. Here's Allen. That's complete to Johnston. Out right. He's tackled after a gain of about 13. And that's going to give the Bills the first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Trying it left side with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Oh, he was happy to take a backseat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
Allen on third and short. Escapes the pocket. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Fourth down. Here's Allen. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And that was a good call to go for it there. That's a gain of 9 and first down on 4th and 3.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So the drive continues. Offense setting up. First and 10 now inside the 40. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Here's Allen. Wow, great concentration. He brings it in with one hand. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Johnson up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The runs that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw now, Allen. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. And stick with Achane. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming.
He didn't have to handle the usual workload a player his stature gets, Kate. He gets many touches. And usually players of that ilk, they have the success a week ago from the yards per carry. They want more, and he should get more.
He's going to hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that is a Miami 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop.
McCarthy's pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 54 yards.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Allen to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Working on second down. Allen. On the move, headed right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Third and long for him here. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Bills 10, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass
Bass now to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. They're going to read at the line. Start this drive with Achane. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Achane again. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Taken down on that play by Landon Jackson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from this. They just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, and the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Here's McCarthy on second. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Maxwell Hairston picks it off.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Bills take over first.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second down, here's Allen. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he goes, third and long. This is a heater going deep. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. They'll make it fourth down. The Bills with a punt team out there.
In punt formation for Buffalo.
He has it at the 13. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Pass complete to Dulcich. Give him the 1st down here. It looks to be an even 20 on that play.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Miami.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. It's Achane on the inside give. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play, and that means they got the 1st. And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line.
1st down, Dolphins.
Working inside the red zone. That's caught. Devon Achane toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, number 5 for him this season. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season, and they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Davis on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Allen looking to throw. It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up 4th down. Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punch it away once more. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. McCarthy throwing here. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offensive line uses 2nd and 4. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Throwing on 2nd. McCarthy. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. And it's Landon Jackson. And there's 6 sacks for him this season.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. McCarthy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. Getting into his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's shifting his offense around.
6-yard line.
2nd down carry for Achane. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now. Ball at the 33. Now McCarthy. Here's a screen for Achane. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. A nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
McCarthy now on 2nd. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. And means it's 3rd down.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get you back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now and goal to go. Achan. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that second touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Here's McCarthy to throw. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That is Chris Bell. Make it 11 now through the air for him this year. Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Dolphins
running back sent in motion. Now it's McCarthy. And he's got a man. Complete. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy in that 2-point conversion. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Allen. That's more of the catch out left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That is the spark that they needed. 30 yards.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Cook trying this one up the gut. The bounce outside, he is a little bit there. That's 3 yards. That's going to bring up second down.
The tackle by Kyle Lewis. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. We're working a couple yards past the line. Dax Sealer there to bring him down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Throwing here, Allen. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Well, one by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Bass's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kick.
Bass now to kick this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Achan. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that is a Miami 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Finds his back, Achan. And he's going to be driven across that sideline, picking up close to 5 on the play. It's 2nd down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. They run, it's Achan. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. And we won't have another snap, and that is the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Start of the 4th here. It is going to be 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that's going to be a Dolphins 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Achan, a 1st down carry. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Achan, the running back, on 1st down. Coming off his 4th carry this drive. This time he's looking to throw. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's McCarthy. And he's going to be touchdown brought. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back now, pressure coming. And no luck. That's incomplete. And that means it is 4th down. Now, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, but it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one-on-one, you've got to find a way to win it, but this defense has been doing their job.
Down a score, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Kicked out by Terrell Bernard. He's at midfield. 30. Into the red zone. And the Bills take over Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Pass now to kick this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. All right, so trailing right now, looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. Second and 15. Offense going audible this time. Here's McCarthy on second. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Miami.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on first.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
McCarthy to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. Brought down after getting his guys about 26 yards. And that is a Miami first down.
26 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Another throw here for McCarthy. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
McCarthy throwing here. Looking sideline and cut by Washington. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal. In the red zone on first. And this is just going to be thrown out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Still plenty of chances, though. It's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Now McCarthy. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock. No chance. It's third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. McCarthy looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Complete to Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Miami.
They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Play action, McCarthy. Headed out right. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. When you look at the scoreboard, partner, they trail by only a couple, but they have failed now on a couple of 2-point tries in this game.
Yeah, could be tied, even leading right now.
Exactly. Maybe some second-guessing happening on that sideline.
You know, I'm glad you bring that up, Kate, because that does start to happen here. Sure, teams love to be aggressive, hear that all the time, but I guarantee you, on the sidelines, in the locker room, on the plane, after the game, they're going to be talking about why didn't we just take the points when they were available.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28.
All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's Achane from the pistol. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Going with an alternate play here. And stick with Achane. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. To throw. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So 5 on the catch. 5 still to go on 2nd down. All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Achane to the right. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Chan gets it. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the 4th. Has to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. This could be our last, maybe second to last snap here. He'll look to throw it. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that's going to be a Bills first down.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
At the 39-yard line.
And on to their last snap here. One final shot here. This is for the ball game. And the hit separates the football, and that is what ends this game. What a play! So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.